What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Now, we had a live stream, which we haven't had in quite some time this morning, and we were looking at the market as it was falling. And honestly, I think it was necessary, seeing the market that's falling. A lot of people have the same questions like, what do I do? Do I get out of the of every play? Do I sell everything that I own? Do I buy more? And you know my stance on it. My stance is always that these are opportunities for you to be able to purchase more if you have if you have a higher cost basis and it went below your cost basis, it's an opportunity, right, to purchase more. But a lot of people still have those questions around XRP and not really about like, hey, should I just sell everything? It's kind of more of just a panicking mentality. It's like they're not saying what should they do, but they're saying I'm going to lose everything, right? And in order to be a successful trader, in order to be a successful investor, you have to understand the short term as well as the long term. What are you investing into XRP for? So if you're investing in XRP for the short term, right, maybe you want to make these quicker moves and get out before it decides to dive down, get back in when it's at a lower level, right? Try and time the market. However, if you're in it for what XRP is going to be in the future, right? XRP becomes the world digital currency. It's widely used and accepted everywhere, and the acceptance is just phenomenal. It's just mind blowing, right? If you're looking for that, then it's a long term mindset. It doesn't matter about what it's doing right now, it matters about where it's going to go in the end. And if you have price targets, as you hit those price targets, you then sell at those price targets, maybe not all of it, but you sell some of it at those price targets and be able to make the profit that you want to make. And then eventually utilize the XRP that you want to use. That's where my mindset is always more towards that long-term thought process. So right now, I'm not panicking during this XRP flash crash that we saw. Not panicking at all. If we do see it go down a little bit further, then so be it. It's not going to be something that really makes me sell anything, really. But I did make some moves in the short term that didn't come from my regular portfolio, what I invested into a while ago. Which, speaking of that, the taxes situation and what they decided to use as my XRP that I sold, right? Because I had XRP over in my leverage trading wallets and didn't want to hold that XRP. I already hold 200,000, so it didn't make sense to do that. So I was able to sell it over on Coinbase. But what they did was take my long-term positions, or what would have been long-term positions, and consider them short-term. So now I have to pay the taxes on those short-term positions. But either way, still holding my 210,000. Not getting rid of that, but I did make some moves short term that I want to talk about in this video. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Now, also at the top of the description, you can check out my link for BTCC. This is a platform that I've been able to utilize for 5 or 6 months now, and it's been nothing but phenomenal, right? I've been able to make money. Every time we see one of these dips, every time we see one of these flash crashes, I've been able to make a decent amount of money, seeing that it's at, a lower level, do a 50x leverage, 10x leverage, 5x leverage, or in today's case, a 500x leverage, and be able to make some quick money out of a certain trade. And speaking of that certain trade, before we actually get into that, definitely check out my link if you want to sign up for BTCC. You can get a 10% deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, and you can trade all the way up to a 500x leverage on select cryptocurrency projects. Now, speaking of the movement that I had today, and speaking of the investment that I made, I did make it with BTCC. I decided to buy 2 positions. I bought CRO, which I currently hold. The CRO that's over here, I'm up 39%. I am slightly down on this Ethereum play that I had for a while, but I'm not worried about that. I made a decent amount of money from other plays, so this is something that I'm willing to risk as it's out there. And again, about $50 for the CRO play. But I did also buy some XRP. I took $25 and did it at a 500x leverage. You can see here the leverage is 500x, which I put in You can see here $13 and $13 here, so about, let's say, $26 total for the amount that I invested, and you're going to see the profit that I gained, which is $307 or so, right? 100 or 200 and 100, 206, 101, about $307 that I was able to gain in profit in a matter of minutes, honestly. So very, very happy with this XRP trade. You see here, yeah, it was about $26, $25.78. Sold everything that I had, gained a $300 profit on that. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very excited about what I was able to gain there, but that's only because we saw this flash crash. Now, the flash crash, I'm attributing it to multiple factors, right? One, I'm attributing it to the ETF outflows, and you see the ETF outflows as a big deal. When you have single ETFs, it's something where it's like you're buying into that position rather than buying into what a traditional ETF is. And I think that's kind of the downfall of seeing just Bitcoin ETFs or Ethereum ETFs. If you see a cryptocurrency ETF and see a combination of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and many others, you're now looking at an all-encompassing thing, which creates more consistency rather than seeing the overall market, or see Bitcoin drop by 8% and see your Bitcoin ETF also drop by 8%. Same thing's going to go for the Ethereum ETF, and when XRP and Solana and all of those get ETFs, it's going to be a bigger deal as well. I'm also attributing this to tax season. Tax season is definitely an issue that we've dealt with for many years, to where money outflows from the crypto market, from the stock market, are usually big. So that's what I'm attributing it to when I look at this. That's why I'm not really panicking. It's a short-term thing. It's a seasonal thing that's going to subside very, very soon. And as we see the middle of the year, as we see the third quarter and the fourth quarter, we're going to see positivity that comes with it. Again, this is a speculative market. You're going to see the ups and downs. You're going to see the peaks and valleys in a massive form. Now, where is XRP currently? XRP stands at about $2.20. So we saw it come back just a little bit. It started to, get back to what I would consider normal, I guess. It still is down 10.5% in the last day. We saw this at $2.50, down to a low here of sub $2.10 at $2.07, but then did increase, as I saw it at a level of $2.13 or so. I believe that's what it was. Hopefully it shows it here. Maybe it doesn't. I guess it doesn't somewhere. But yeah, I saw it at about $2.13, sold some at $2.16, sold some at $2.19. If I would have held all of it until $2.20 something cents, I would have made a lot more money from it, not just $300. But I wanted to take my initial investment here, and then before I decided to hop out of the market and not pay attention to the market for the day, I wanted to take that. And it's still a decent gain, right? Any gain is great, and seeing a $300 gain on a $25 investment is huge. But yeah, it's sitting at $2.20, came all the way down to here at the levels of $2.07, but got back up to $2.27, which actually was my take profit point if I was going to be watching it, but I didn't have time to really watch it. So I was somewhere around this level, and I was like, all right, well, let me just take that profit. Took the profit, was very happy with it. You still have about almost 58 billion coins in circulating supply, but still have the total supply of 99.98 billion coins. The market cap is still above $100 billion at $127.76 billion worth of a market cap. And the volume is up 191% at 14 billion, seeing a lot of negativity that's happening today. So I'm not really worried about what's going on right now. It's not something that's in my head like, oh, I should be panicking. And you shouldn't be panicking either. It really all depends on what your mindset is, what your strategy is. If your strategy is short term, then make these short term moves. It's easy for you guys to find a way to do that. But also, if your strategy is more long term, this flash crash or fall shouldn't matter. It shouldn't. But to each their own. I'm not going to tell you that you need to hold on to anything. You can do whatever you want with it. I still hold all of my XRP besides the XRP that I bought and sold on BTCC. Speaking of BTCC, if you guys want to check it out, link is in the description for this platform. You can get a 10% deposit bonus, 40% lower trading fees, as well as extra bonuses, and trade up to a 500x leverage if you want to. Now, warning, if you are going to leverage trade, especially on BTCC, make sure that you're setting a stop loss every single time. Do not get too comfortable and think, oh, well, I'm so far away from my my break-even point or liquidation point, I don't need a stop loss. Don't do that, because anything could happen. We've seen Bitcoin drop a ridiculous amount. We've seen Ethereum do the same thing. We've seen so many things do the same thing. Be very, very careful and cautious about your money. Don't just go, oh, well, I don't want to set a stop loss because if I lose. If you are wrong, then you're wrong. Live to fight another day, find another position afterwards. Don't be wrong at the largest or worst possible way that you could be wrong, which is losing everything on your account. So make sure you're very cautious. Make sure you are knowledgeable about what you're doing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the links in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.